quick episode. I caught one of those Joe Rogan clips that kind of pops up in your YouTube feed. I'm not even subscribed, but they get served to you through the algorithm. And it was an episode, and Rogan said something that Bill Gates donated like $300 million to media organizations. And I try telling people sometimes that when you look at the media in general, it's just kind of corrupt. And you'll notice that you probably won't ever see a whole lot of negative stories about Bill Gates. I didn't really follow the Epstein stuff, but you jump on Twitter and social media and you catch things here and there. And, most of that stuff's probably not true. You can't get your news from social media, but it sounds like somewhere there might have been some ties to Epstein and Bill Gates. And, I found it not strange. People get divorced all the time, but I felt like, his wife was running away from something, or she was afraid that there was going to be some negativity coming their way. And she's like, I'm out. And I look around and, like, you saw the Epstein stuff. You saw her exit. He's giving money to the media, and it's like, what are you trying to hide? But it goes two ways, too. You might be trying to hide any negative press. And these billionaires do this stuff from day one. It's not just Bill Gates. There's a reason why you don't see a whole lot of negative media about people out there. But this money probably flows through who knows how many different ways, so that they actually talk about the things that Bill Gates wants to talk about. And I did another episode. It's like, why do we care what Bill Gates thinks? And, legacy he's working on. But it's like he's not... He talks vaccinations so much, you would think that he's a PhD scientist that spent 40 years in the lab, and you realize he's a businessman. But, news will constantly, Bloomberg and CNBC will pick up stuff like Bill Gates thinks, acute phase of pandemic. How about you put a scientist up there and let him talk? How about you find someone that's been in a lab for 30 years and let them talk? Why do we care what Bill Gates thinks? And it's just one of those things that this is what our news is like. This is what is on CNN and Fox News and CNBC and Bloomberg. We never actually get to hear from the people that actually know what the hell's going on. But, he spent $300 million on media, and this is how they manipulate their way. This is why people hate billionaires. Yeah, people hate them because they're rich, but that's a whole different thing. People hate billionaires because of their control and their power and their manipulation. And Bill Gates isn't the only one doing this. It's the wealth redistribution conversation comes up often, but I think if they didn't have the power they had, I don't think they would catch as much crap. It's not about them buying yachts and 15 houses, and they can tip political scales. They can kind of twist and mold society to the way they want to. They have the media in their back pocket to push their narrative. This is why we don't like rich people. This is the stuff that drives you nuts. And then you got he's one of the tech oligarchs, right? You got these tech people that are billionaires, and they have so much power over social media, what you see and what you don't see, and how they control the media. What Bezos owns, the Washington Post, I think. It's like we're living in the Matrix, and we're in that little ship in the underground, flying around trying to escape. I just caught that on Rogan, and I've not gone and dug around any. I just thought, man, if that's true, that's pretty crazy, but not surprising. This is billionaires doing billionaire things, right? Controlling the media, controlling the narrative, controlling us. Do we want to live in the world that they're shaping right now? Like, it's unfortunate. These people almost have more power than our Congress does. Not that Congress has it together either, but you look at, they never said the name, but there's like a billionaire in Silicon Valley, and he said, there's the days when the pitchforks come, there's going to be a couple houses they go to first. And I think it's these people that might be, Zuckerberg or Gates. I mean, Dorsey's like, I'm out of here. He checked out. But these people that are really trying to control and just get so much power, at some point, does the world just say we're tired of this when we don't want to live under your rule? Um, but again, I just find it funny how often Bill Gates gets mentions on things that you would never think he's. I'm sure he spends all day dealing with this type of stuff, and it gives him the ability to comment on it. But you got to feel like there's probably 500 other people out there that are more qualified to speak on this subject than Bill Gates, except Bill Gates will be at the top of Bloomberg. So this is why you can't trust media anymore. You can't watch the news. It's not worth even paying for some of these subscriptions anymore because you're just getting programmed with some narrative. This is not journalism anymore. It's paid for advertising at the end of the day, and paid for in advance. Don't talk any crap about me. So, anyways, I'm just sticking with my. Why the hell do we listen to billionaires? We don't want to. It's just shoved in our face every day. So, who's someone you would like to stop hearing from? Drop a comment below. Till then, I'm going to catch you on the next one.